From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the afternoon news for November 26th, 2025. These are the stories we are covering at this hour. The number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits declined last week, and a sign that overall layoffs remain low, even as several high-profile companies have announced job cuts. U.S. applications for unemployment benefits in the week ending November 22nd dropped 6,000 from the previous week to 216,000. The Labor Department reported Wednesday. The figure is below the 230,000 forecast by economists, according to a survey by data provider FactSet. Applications for unemployment aid are seen as a proxy for layoffs and are close to a real-time indicator of the health of the job market. The job cuts announced recently by large companies such as UPS and Amazon typically take weeks or months to fully implement and may not yet be reflected in the claims data. The 4-week average of claims, which softened some of the week-to-week volatility, dropped 1,000 to 223,750. A coalition of current, former, and retired employees at the National Park Service is denouncing a plan by the Trump administration to charge international tourists an extra $100 to enter some of the most popular U.S. parks, on top of the normal entrance fee. Fees for an annual park pass will also jump to $250 for international visitors. In a year where national park staff have already been cut by nearly 25%, we worry this will be yet another burden for already overworked employees, said Emily Thompson, Executive Director of the Coalition to Protect America's National Parks. Parks attract millions of international visitors every year who are an important economic driver for our parks, Thompson added. National parks should be available and accessible to all, or America's best idea will become America's greatest shakedown, she said. In other news, although a series of cases once threatened to imperil President Trump's political career and personal liberty, the abandonment of the Georgia case is the latest reflection of how he has emerged mostly unscathed. Former Justice Department Special Counsel Jack Smith, who had charged Trump with conspiring to overturn the results of the 2020 election and hoarding classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, dropped both cases after Trump won the White House last year. He cited a long-standing Justice Department policy against the indictment of a sitting president. And though Trump was convicted of felony charges in New York in connection with hush money payments during the 2016 election, he was sentenced in January to an unconditional discharge, leaving his conviction intact but sparing him any punishment. This comes on the heels of Georgia dropping the election interference case in that state. Turning to Pennsylvania news, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro signed the Crown Act into law on Tuesday, officially banning discrimination based on natural hair. Last week, Pennsylvania lawmakers passed House Bill 439, proposed by Representative Latasha Mays and Speaker Joanna McClinton, which amends the Pennsylvania Human Relations Act to ban discrimination based on hair. The state Senate voted 44-3 to pass the Pennsylvania Crown Act, which bans discrimination based on hair type, texture, or styles in workplaces and schools across the Commonwealth. The bill also protects head coverings and hairstyles associated with religious creeds. CROWN stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair. The bill was passed overwhelmingly by the State House in March. I am so thrilled that my legislation to end race-based hair discrimination has passed the Senate with strong bipartisan support, said Representative Latasha D. Mays, the Democrat from Allegheny County. The Crown Act has been a long-time fight toward the overall goal of ending the insidious discrimination in our Commonwealth that has impacted the lives and livelihoods of students, workers, and Pennsylvania residents simply because of how their hair grows out of their head. And that's the news at this hour. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We will not be offering newscasts or news blasts tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.